Hello, Big Daddy Fun here. Thank you for joining me for today's video. This is the Unbreakable Bedrock Season 2, and this is episode 49. As you can see, I am here at the Wither Skeleton farm that I built in the last episode. It hasn't been producing a super great amount, but it's been quite fruitful. And so I've been putting all the coal and the bone in a chest. I've got almost a stack and a half of wither skeleton skulls, and I've got 14 blaze rods. And you might think by these two shulker boxes I haven't gotten a whole lot of bone and coal. But as you can see in here, I have two shulker boxes full of bone and one shulker box full of coal. So I've done pretty well. And I don't know if I mentioned, but I got 14 blaze rods, and that's helping out because that'll help me towards making some more potions. So the plan is I would like to get to 3 stacks of wither skeleton skulls and then go to the end island. Blue Dude built a farm there that you can spawn the wither, and the wither will automatically die, and then you get the nether star. And so I want to get a stack of nether stars, and then I want to make some super beacons around the base, which will give me all the effects from all the beacons. Before I do that, though, there is one thing that I really want to do. And so what I'm actually surprised at is with this farm that Shulkercraft showed how to make, I'm surprised there's not actually a sorting system added onto it. I guess he kind of figured, or they kind of figured, that if you want a sorting system, you can add it on yourself. And so what I would like to do is, originally I put up a chest here just so I had something to put stuff in. That filled up pretty quick, and then I started using the shulker boxes. But I really would like to get a setup here so that all the bone, all the coal, and the wither skeletons will get collected into a chest, as well as the blaze rods. And then I've collected quite a bit of stone swords, and I guess I really shouldn't say I collected them. I got a bunch from the wither skeletons that died, and most all of them have ended up going down there. And so I have no need for stone swords, so I just throw them away. You can't really make anything from them, so they're kind of pointless and worthless to me. So I just get rid of them. But I do want to make a sorting system for this farm, and so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend just a little bit more time here killing some more withers, and seeing if I'm almost halfway there. I got a stack and 30. I only need 2 more, and then I'm halfway to the point where I want to be with wither skeleton skulls. So I'm going to spend just a little bit more time here and collect a little bit more, and then I'm going to fly back to the base and get some of the material that I need, and then I'm going to put a sorting system up here. And I'm going to do that. I think I'll do that as a time lapse. So I finished up with everything here. I didn't make it real fancy. I just put some fences along the edge here to keep me from falling off. I I put some stairs in here to go down to the sorting system. Put some fences here. It's open here, but I wanted to leave it that way just in case that I needed to go up here and do anything to the sorting system, which I don't expect that I'll have to, but just in case. So what I did was I have 3 chests here for bones, 2 for coal, 1 for wither skeletons, and 1 for blaze rods. Most everything's empty right now because I emptied everything out and took it back. As of right now, I have a little over 2 stacks of skulls. Now, I did have to put some in the sorting system up here in one hopper as a filter. And so that kind of keeps me down just a little bit. You can see I've got 41 in there. So I have close to 3 stacks as a total, but I'm going to leave those 41 in there and not count those. So I'm getting close, and soon I'll be able to take on the withers a number of times in the farm that Blue Dude built and gather up. Right now you'll see there's not anything dropping whatsoever. And a part of that is because someone else is on the server right now, and I'm pretty certain that they're in the nether, and so that's taking away some of the spawning and reducing the number of spawns that I'm going to get down on the platform. So the other thing that I did was I added a dropper on the end here, and then going off the edge here, I had to put some glass, and then I have a comparator in there. You can't see it from here. Maybe you can't from there either. I have it covered up. But anyway, I have a comparator here going this way. Then I have an observer here on top of a sticky piston and another observer. So this way, if anything goes into the hoppers here, I'm going to try to do this so I can see it quickly. It'll come here and shoot it out. And it'll just end up falling to the ground down there. So now I don't have a unit set up for swords, so whenever I kill a wither skeleton and it drops an iron sword that I don't want, it just goes over here into the dropper and shoots out. For this episode, I am going to build an auto smelter. I've placed the chests, the hoppers, and the furnaces on top. I have 2 rows of furnaces, 2 rows of blast furnaces, and 1 row of smokers. I have 5 smokers there, 20 furnaces and 20 and 10 of the blast furnaces. I think I'm going to shorten that though, but let me get started and I'm going to finish building this. I'll be back with you in just a moment. So I finished putting everything in place. I laid all the rails, the levers, the chest, the hoppers, and some redstone blocks, and so and the mine carts, the hopper mine carts, and so I left the one of the furnaces and one of the blast furnaces at 20, and then I have each of the furnace, the blast furnace, and the smoker at 5. So basically, if I have just a little bit of that I want to smelt up, I can put it into the ones that are 5. And if I have a lot to do, then I can put it into the ones that are 20. So now the only thing I have left to do is to build a building around this. I've said before, I am not the greatest builder, but I'm gonna, just try to at least build something that looks a little bit nice. This is what I've ended up with. So I used some deep slate bricks for the upper half, some blackstone stairs for the roof, and some bricks for the bottom. And then in the corners, I used some dark oak that's stripped. And then what I did was in the center, or kind of on the sides of each door, I put some upside down deep slate brick stairs. And then I also put some deep slate in. I haven't done much on the sides yet. I do plan on making some changes. I don't like that the bricks is 2 blocks high, so I'm probably going to take that down and make it just 1 block. And I think that will help make it look a little bit better. And then I'm going to add the deep slate bricks in place of the bricks. I am finished with the smelter. I put the chimneys up. I did remove one row of the bricks and replaced it with the deep slate bricks, and I think it looks a little bit better. I tried to keep the roof a little bit lower. I'm not really 100% certain I'm real happy with it, but I'm going to go with it at this point. Also, the chimneys, I wanted to make them wide enough so that I could put the campfires up. And they ended up seeming to be a little bit on the bulky side. It's a little bit easier to tell, I guess, if we go up here and take a look at it. But I'm okay with it the way it is. At this point, I'm going to leave it just like that. I guess I put walls in the middle section and stairs, upside down stairs here and regular stairs up there. And I could probably maybe just take away the walls and put the stairs down on top of each other. That might make it look a little bit better, but I guess it's just kind of big and bulky because I had to make it that wide so that I could get the campfires in there to show the smoke. And I really wanted to do that. So at this point, I'm okay with it the way it is, and I think I'm going to leave it. You might notice that I have done some work up here on the pathway going up. I started building a wall here. I still have a lot of work to do on it. You can see there's a couple spots here that need to be worked on. But I'm working on it little bit by little bit as I have time in between projects. And so I really think that is starting to come together. I'm going to fly up here onto the villager house roof. And here you can kind of get a good view of it actually. But anyway, what I'm trying to do to a certain degree is curve that around. There was almost like a natural curve right there. And so I'm just trying to follow that natural curve and bring it around. I'm probably going to level this section off here just a little bit and maybe make another wall down at the bottom there coming over to meet this wall. And then I'm also going to do probably at least one more wall up at the top here going around. And I'm not sure, I might do two up there and keep it a little bit lower. But anyway, I'm still working on it and trying to really make everything come together here. This is where I'm going to end this episode of the Unbreakable Bedrock Server, episode 49. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is for you. I will catch you next time. And until then, I'm Big Daddy Fun.